Hey guys, Trent at Black Horse Ranch here, and today we've got kind of a new side project going on. We're going to take a little bit of a break on the barn, and we got to get our dairy area set up for milking. Our dairy cow is going to calf in about a month or two, and so we need to get this all set up and ready to take care of her. So this area is 3 bays approximately. So 2 of the bays are going to be used for the milking area, and then the last bay down there is going to be used for the calf when we separate the calf. So today we got to build a stanchion. We've got to try to get this area set up. Well, actually, we're going to start today. We're not going to finish today, but we got to get going on this stuff. Get the areas separated. We got to set up a couple of gates outside. So this is a farm, and farm stuff has to take priority over the barn, so we still have to do some other things while we're working on the barn. So come with us and enjoy this farm video stuck in between some of our barn videos. Okay guys, just a progress update here. We've gotten pretty far on the stanchion. So we've got the crisscross uprights, and that gives side-to-side stability. We've got a diagonal on the side for forward and backward stability. And then we've seen this, we've never had a stanchion with this on it, but we've seen it and we kind of liked it. So we have this swing gate, and so we're planning on milking from the right side of the cow. Our particular cow prefers that side. And so this swing gate, it'll have a chain on it, and basically it'll come over and push the cow up against the right side so that she's closer to that side. And then the gate will go behind the tail. And then we can tie back to the 2x6s here if we need to do any hobbling or anything like that. We haven't actually milked this cow yet, so we'll kind of see. She's supposedly used to being milked without any kind of feed or anything, so her routine is to be brought in, brushed down, and milked. And previously she was machine milked, so we'll see how that goes. And so on the front side here, we're gonna build an opening stanchion, and so we have this old-fashioned metal style head catch, or I don't know what you'd call it. And we used that at the last place where we had dairy cows, and it worked pretty good. It's a little bit more fiddly than just a wood stanchion with a block or something like that. So, and it's pretty tall. It doesn't need to be that tall. And so for our application here, I've got that board screwed on there, but it's just temporarily screwed on. That'll be part of the head catch. But on our head catch, we actually want to make it so that the whole catch and gate kind of in the front can swing open, so that we don't have to back the cow out when we're done milking. She can walk forward. It's a pretty sturdy stanchion, in both directions. It doesn't move a whole lot, and it's not, because the whole stanchion is going to stay put since she has to be standing on it. So she'll have to move her own weight to try to move the whole stanchion. But anyway, that's progress for that. And so once that's done, we'll get it in its final resting place, and we'll get over here. So I'm standing now in the calves area, so we'll run a gate from that column right there over to this wall, and then this will be the area where the calf stays when they're separated. So we're all finished, and we're ready to get this thing into production. We won't calf for another little less than a month, I guess, but I just wanted to show you around at the final thing, mostly final thing. So we've got this enclosed down here, and this is kind of temporary. We need to do a little bit of grading work in here and put a post in, but until then we've got these 2 gates that will keep everything together for now. And then on this side over here, we put in a little 4-foot gate to keep the cows from going back behind the shop here. And we also added this latch, which we put one of these in on the dog's fence, and it's been really handy. It's a lot easier than doing the chain, so especially if you're leading a cow out, we thought this would be a lot easier. You can open the gate either direction, so it can open in or out, and it can be a one-handed operation, so unlike the chain. Well, the chain's not too bad in and of itself, but we have electric fence all right here, so it gets a little bit hard and dicey when you start messing with the electric fence. So this area here, we're providing an area for the dairy cow to come get out of the weather or out of the heat. And the plan initially is to have her in here overnight. We'll bring her in and milk her in the morning, and then reunite her with her calf and put them out in the pasture once we start getting grass. And so we've got the mineral buckets there, water trough, and then we also did enclose that end wall over there. Just we get a lot of prevailing wind from that direction and rain, and then in the evening the sun from that direction. So we've got that set up there for her. So come on in and we'll show you the finished product on the inside. So the cow's gonna come in this door here, and we've got rubber mats here, and she's gonna come up in here, and we have this little gate in the back that it'll keep her from backing out, but it'll also push her up against the rail, the side we're gonna be milking on. And then just latch that there. And we might have to do a little bit of fine tuning with the distance, because we tried to get a decent measurement and look some stuff up online, and this was kind of our best guess. So it might be a little bit big, but we'll get it adjusted to her size, and should work good. So this will be the milking side right here, nice and open, and obviously she'll come in here, put her head through here, and we've got this mechanism here. When you slide it closed, the bar drops down, and then when you're letting her out, that'll pop open there. And then to keep the flow of things and send her out the side door here, the head gate actually opens, and so she can come right out here and out the side. And so this area behind us here is where the calf will be when he or she is separated from her mother, his or her mother. So this gate we had to modify. We opted to go with a stock panel instead of building a wooden thing here, because we do also still want to use this as our brooder when we do chicks. And so all we have to do is pull 4 pins off the side, and this gate can go right out the door, and we're done. So we had to modify it. It was a little bit long, and we had to cut it. We took about 6 to 7 inches out of it, shortened it up a little bit. And I'll tell you what, if you've never welded thin metal, it's hard, especially with a Selecta heater welder. I only have 4 power settings, and I either wasn't hot enough or I was blowing through it, so that was kind of hard, but we got it eventually anyway. So but this is the dairy, so this is what we're excited to get going on. And we did mount a shelf up here in the back so we could store some supplies, and we're gonna hang a paper towel holder underneath here. So that's it. So we had to take a bit of a break on the barn, but this is what we've been working on in the meantime. And while we were doing this, Hillary and I, the kids were in the shop putting up some shelving that we got a long time ago, so I'll show you that. So we got a bunch of strut or unistrut steel channel at an auction for like $100. We got a whole bunch of it, and it's 5/8 inch heavy wall, double channel most of it. And so here's the first shelf the kids put up, and pretty much all of this stuff was just piled around in here. And so it may not look that good to you guys now on camera, but this is way better than it was. So we've got a place for things now, and it's been a lot better. And we just finished this one yesterday. So it's tall enough that we can actually put another shelf on the very top. But so a bunch of this other stuff now we can put up on that shelf, and we want to be able to hang our hoses up and stuff. And so this made a huge difference in here. So that's been really nice. And the kids, a little instruction at the beginning on working with strut, but eventually it's like Lego, and they figured it all out, and they did pretty much all of that by themselves. I helped them cut the wood for the shelves and stuff. So while we were doing all the dairy room configuration stuff, the kids were in here working on this and organizing, and they did a great job. So that's what we had going on. Hopefully we'll get back on that barn here pretty quick, and we've still been working on things in the background, planning and all that kind of stuff, getting windows and doors ordered and that kind of thing. So things are still moving with it. Just stay tuned for some future videos.